So let's take a look at putting a transfer on a piece of wood. Wood is pretty forgiving because it has nice grains in there and it lets things go into it. If you're going to do something like that, you might want to put a little piece of tape under it because it won't move around then when you're working with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out exactly how large I want this thing. And this, I'll go up probably up to the edge here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of, I'm going to actually take some of the edges out and make them jaggedy. And then I'll just take this, scratch this up a nudge, and then wipe it off. I don't want to get it wet because this is not the time to get something wet. Now I'm going to show you that if I want to, actually those things stick good, huh? If I want to take, let's see here, I'm looking for a little towel that so I don't put my hand on the ink. If I want to make a little border around the edge, make my edge a little jagged, I'm just going to wipe it off with water. You can do this for any of these that you want. It's a good way to just get a jagged edge. You're not working with a straight edge then, and it kind of blends into your wood or whatever other surface you have. So I use water and just a little towel, and I don't get it in the middle because if I get water in the middle, you're going to have your pieces of your print disappear. But now on the other hand, if you're doing something that you want to see the bottom and you want to make some of your print disappear, it's a good thing to do. You just take it in there and you remove some of the ink or move it around. Okay, so now I'm going to just take the solution and get this wet, nicely wet. And then put the print on top from one end to the other so we don't get any air bubbles. Now see, with a solid piece of something like this, you can get air bubbles if you don't lay it down and bring it across. If you just plop it down, you might get air underneath it. So I'll just take a towel and rub this in, and I'll wait my 3.5 minutes, and this should be a perfect print. Peeling it off, and there's our surface. Now here's where you think about your prints, because this is a dull print and it is on dark wood. So you're not going to get much of a bright, vivid image. But it's still, what it does is it gives a finish and a design to it. So it might still be something you want to do to darker wood. When you get to the lighter stuff, which I already messed up, I forgot to turn the video on when I put this thing on this box, so you didn't get to see it, but we'll go over it anyway. When you get to the lighter wood and the lighter images, then you can see how you can see a lot more of your image when you're done working.